Alright, welcome back for part 3 of this 3-part series on the introduction to the new website. And the first part we covered articles and posts, comments, tags, and the second part we covered resources, my PIC and GMTs. And the third part we're going to cover settings, profile settings, and some of the new functionality that's kind of new, you may not be familiar with it, that allows you to email between pilots, join groups, have conversations in groups. That might be more applicable to your particular group. So anyway, to get us started, we're going to start with the profile. Just go to the top right bar and you'll notice an Edit My Profile page and your name. And as we go to the Edit My Profile page, it's going to take us to a place where we can select or deselect underneath Profile Edit our registration to the newsletter. And if you're registered to the newsletter, you'll get the newsletter once a week. It has the most recent updates on the website. So you can also change your profile picture. Just upload a profile, just upload a picture here, and then you're good to go. You'll change from this generic picture to a more of a whatever you want. So just as a note though, some of these colors, we're going to be changing those, and we do recognize that it's making it difficult to see some of these buttons. And so that's the profile. If you want to change settings on your account, you can change your password through settings, change your email address, and just submit those changes right here. So that's the basics of your profile. Another cool functionality is the ability to get messages. And you can send messages, you can receive messages. So if you want to compose a message, just go to Messages and Compose. Select the username or friend's name and the subject message, and then send the message. And if you have any in the inbox, you'll see that there. You can see what was sent. And you can access this message box through this upper bar as well, through Messages. And you'll notice this bar here is pretty much the same as this bar here. So anyway, so those are messages. That's kind of a cool new functionality on this website, is it allows pilots to actually communicate privately between themselves on the website. So that takes us to the next place I want to talk about here is the Welcome Aboard page, which just gives a quick tutorial, written tutorial, good reference point for anybody who has any questions about anything that we've covered on this tutorial. And that brings us up to our next thing I want to talk about, which is the groups, activity, and members. Alright, so continuing on with this tutorial, to cover these the friends section and the group section, I want to take it back through here. So let's go back to our profile, and there are two things there. You can actually make friends in this website and join groups. So you can look at your friends section and see who you have as friends. It allows you to kind of check up on them, see what's going on, find out what posts they've been making or what comments they've been making. And also it makes it a little bit easier to send messages to them. You can send, if I want to send Coleman a private message, I'll click on his name here in my friends section, and I could send a public message or a private message. If I want to say happy birthday or talk about a reserve issue, I can just do a private message to Coleman here. And you can also see what Coleman's been up to, what he's been commenting on, and what he's been talking about, and go from there. So anyway, just look at that. So the two things are friendships, friends, and groups. And in the group section, you can look and see what groups I'm a part of here, and CRJ pilot. So I can leave the group if I want to, because so many members are in the group. But it allows me to go in and be a part of the conversation in that particular group. So I can see what activity's been happening in the group, who's joined it, and who's made any comments. And right now people aren't really quite familiar yet with this functionality, but these group sections will allow people in particular groups to have conversations about things related to that group. So where do you find the groups and the friends? So we can go over here to groups, welcome aboard, and this will show me all the different groups. And as SAPA reps, we can create more groups as we need to, if people are interested in having like a Houston group or Chicago group or a Denver group. They can do that and talk about issues or about trips they want to post or whatever would be appropriate for that particular group. So if you want to join a group, it's just simply push join group, and that will put you in that group. So the second thing is members. So if you want to find members that you want to make a friend with or become friends with, then go to members. You look at who's active. You can look at your current friends or all your members, all the members that are currently active. And like with Lucas here, I can add him as a friend, and it will send him a friend request that will come up here to the notes section in this in my profile. Oh, here it is, notifications. And he would get a notification that would say I wanted to be his friend, and he would approve it, at which point I would be his friend. So that's how groups and members work. The activity page just allows you to see what's happening with all the members, with your friends, or with the groups you're a part of. Just allows you to track what's newest and current with those with that particular activity. And that's pretty much it. Once again, I appreciate you taking the time to take a look at this. Hopefully this functionality will allow us to continue to build a community in this website as people are able to email each other through the messaging function, as they're able to be part of groups and talk amongst themselves about things that interest their group, as they're able to make friends and continue to build those relationships. And that's pretty much it. So if you have any questions, please don't hesitate to ask your SAPA reps about this website, and if you have any problems using it, obviously let the webmaster know, and we'll go from there. Thank you.